What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about the top 5 short squeeze stocks that you need to add to your watch list for this upcoming week. So I'm going to go over all the things that you need to know, but first make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, as far as data points, this week is a crazy roller coaster. So if a lot of these data points come in better than anticipated, you could see the market move to kind of the next leg up, or vice versa, could just add a whole new level of volatility. But regardless, in a lot of these stocks I'm going to be talking on, shorts are relatively overextended. So then again, could really stand to help the stock really move to new highs. So Monday is going to be more of a technical driven day. So not really much all like data point wise, but Tuesday, Wednesday, you have Powell talking. So he's going to be talking about inflation, labor, a lot of the hot topics. So that should cause some volatility. Wednesday, you have CPI, and then Thursday, you have PPI, and then Friday, retail sales. So a lot of big opportunity for some big moves. Getting right to it though, you have ticker BBAI. Just alone on Friday, it did go up 26.88%, new 52-week high of $9.31. Over the last 1 year, it is up 417.47, and over the last 1 month, up 107.49%. In case you don't know what they do, this is the company profile, so feel free to pause it, read through it, do what you need to do. But I don't always just choose the most heavily shorted stocks. I know I kind of explain this every week, but it's a good combination of stock, just the price appreciating, as well as just number of shares being shorted, cost to borrow, high utilization, all of that combined together does make for the perfect squeeze stock. So BBAI was on my list last time, and since then it has gone up a very solid, let's kind of take a look at that, 111% over the last 5 days. So it is worthwhile to add all these to your watch list, but based on this short score 78.13, so the higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening. This number right here is what they did either increase or return on Friday. So they did return 1.71 million shares, 21.09% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 38.37 million shares overall are being shorted. Despite the price really appreciating, you haven't seen shorts do anything. So they definitely do have very, very deep pockets. As you can kind of see, $271.37 million overall are being shorted. So shorts have lost an estimated, I'd say like, what was it, like 200 million over the last 3 months. So kind of interesting for that. And then utilization 85.93. Last thing I do want to bring up is this. So the available shares right now through IBKR it does indicate 300,000 shares is available to be shorted. Usually whenever you see stocks limited supply, that might mean some corresponding buying might follow. Only because a lot of big names, BlackRock, Vanguard, and whatever else, they like to buy stocks that are limited supply just to buy it, lend out the shares. Very profitable business for them. So you might see that happen potentially. We've seen it. You can kind of see it right here. It went on Friday, there was 40,000 shares, and then it just jumped an hour later to 500,000. So meaning big money did help in it going up 26% because they wanted to buy it and lend it out. So regardless, this is stock number 5. Moving over to stock number 4. Very interesting, lottery.com, ticker LTRY, sitting at $1.60, did go up 13.48% on Friday. Over the last 1 year though, still down 26.27, but over the last, let's say 5 days, it is up a very impressive 402.42%. This is what they do right up here. So casino and gaming based out of good old Texas in the US. But we are here because of this. So short score 80.66. Again, the higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening. Unlike BBAI, you're having shorts very reactive. So obviously with it going up X amount, however it has over the last month, it has gone from 3.97% short interest to where it is now 32.19. So definitely shorts are starting to really double down. Works out to be 2.07 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost to borrow average is 446.31%. That is a annual rate, not a daily rate, because that would be absolutely insane. But through IBKR does also indicate that there's roughly around 45,000 shares available. So you might see some buying just to lend out some shares. So Very, very interesting, unique scenario that is happening. So this is stock number 4 that you need to add to your watch list. Moving on to stock number 3, ticker SOPA, Society Pass, sitting at $2.25, up 8.17% on Friday. Over the last 1 year, it is down 13.44, and then over the last 1 month, up 120.59. This is the profile. So interactive media and services, founded in 2018, based out of Singapore. But short score slightly higher than the previous, so 80.85, 15.89% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 453,000 shares. That in among itself is already what the market likes to squeeze. Somewhat heavily shorted and low float. So again, that kind of meets that criteria for that. And then as well, cost to borrow average is 361.36%. Very high stuff. Similar to the other stock, you're having shorts very reactive. Went from 0.59 on January the 29th to where it is now at 15% short interest. So shorts have really doubled down quite a lot against this stock. And there is a grand total of 8 shares available to be shorted. So you'll definitely see some buying as that progresses. So very unique circumstance. So this is Society Pass, stock number 3. Moving on to stock number 2. This has been on the list for the last 2 times, and that is Reborn Coffee. Did go up 1% on Friday, closed at 505. Over the last 1 year, up 109.54, and over the last 1 month, it is up 187.67%. So a lot of good things happening with this stock. This is the company profile. So food retail, founded in 2014, based out of the US. But right here, it is on the threshold list, and it has been on the threshold list. Looks like fairly recent, since February the 5th. So any stock on that list for 13 consecutive trading days, the SEC should be going after the market makers to get them to rectify that. So that'll probably be the following week if there's anything, but 31.28% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 647,000 shares. So again, kind of meets that criteria. Low float, heavily shorted. Cost to borrow average 666.92%. Very high stuff. Shorts also are very reactive, so they've been really doubling down. Went from roughly around 15% short interest to where it is now. So even though the stock price keeps moving higher, shorts keep doubling down. So one of them eventually will have to give. And with good data this upcoming week, like I said, you could get stuff might get very, very interesting. So aside from that, through IBKR does indicate around 6,000 shares is available to be shorted. So another one that you could see some buying this week, as they like to lend out shares. So this is stock number 2. Moving on to stock number 1, you have Quantum Biopharma, ticker QNTM, sitting at $11.32. Did go down quite a lot on Friday, 21.93%. Over after hours, it did go up another 6%, but over the last 5 days, though, still up 294.02. Very impressive stuff. This is the company profile. So Pharmaceuticals, 17 employees, based out of good old Toronto, Canada, but short score 81.14, utilization 94.06, 25.5% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 408,000 shares overall being shorted. Cost to borrow average 695.69%. So essentially that's almost 2% every single day, that if anyone's shorting this, they're losing 2% almost every day. So, and that's not even counting the price really appreciating. Shorts are very reactive. They have gone from roughly about 2.62% short interest on January the 29th to 25. So shorts have definitely doubled the hell down. And then through IBKR does indicate roughly 400 shares is available to be shorted. So definitely you'll see some buying come Monday. So let me know your viewpoint on these top 5 squeeze stocks. For those of you that have been watching this, every video, you'll know that many of them do generally go up. No mother of all short squeezes, but they do generally, with the combination that I have laid out, they do typically go up a lot more. So even more reason to add them all to your watch list. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Hopefully everyone's having an amazing weekend thus far. One final thing, if you're looking for buy signals, pop over to my Patreon. I give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them have been absolutely on point, so definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.